I'm Ashton Addison from EventChain for Investmentpitch Media and the Crypto Coin Show. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Gagan Grewal, the CEO of Mogul Productions. Gagan, welcome to the show and thanks for taking the time to be here.
Ashton, thank you so much for having me, man. I'm a really big fan. I've got my jacket on here because I'm a little chilly. I hope that doesn't mess with anything in some weird way.
Hey, it's all good, and that's Canada for you, right? But, we have limited time, and I just want to dive right into Mogul Productions, and then we'll dive into the details. So could we just kick it off with, in your words, can you just give a bit of an overview and focus of Mogul Productions, and what is the problems that your team is solving for?
Yeah, no, definitely. Mogul is a decentralized film financing platform, what we like to call DeFi-Fi, and it's really there to give everyone a voice in the creative process. So if we're referring directly to the film industry, like what we're talking about, there's a lot of really great films out there that just aren't getting made right now. The process is a little fragmented. It's really hard for the independent producers and filmmakers to be able to get financing or get their content created. And if they can get financing together, they don't really know if they have an audience for it. And if they're able to get an audience for it, they still don't know if people are going to be able to go and see it or where they're going to see it. So we want to be able to tackle that a little bit. But then also on the financing side, as well as that too, it's not really, it's a bit fragmented there as well. Like there's very little data for these financiers to be able to take a look at, to be able to decide which projects to greenlight.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, and especially in the west coast of Canada and just all down the west coast in Hollywood as well. It seems like there's this bottleneck where all the major people are producing big films, and like it's really hard for people that actually have legitimate ideas and could be the next success story. And something like Deadpool is it didn't have an avenue for so long, and then when it finally broke through, it was actually just so successful. So I understand where you're coming from. Now, can you elaborate a little bit on the solutions and how you're really democratizing access to this capital and to being able to produce films through Mogul?
Yeah, for sure. Just going to that Deadpool example for a quick second, I agree with you. I think Hollywood's become very formulaic. It would be nice to be able to see some content that's a little different than what we're being forced to watch all the time. The Deadpool example kind of hits close to home because that's actually where the inception of Mogul really came to be. We had a buddy of ours that was working on the set. We were chatting about how long that film had sat on the shelves. I think it was something like 8 years until that proof of concept trailer was released. And then when that happened, fans just really got behind it and were like, oh my God, we want to see it. And then the studios were, kind of forced to make it, and, second highest R-rated grossing movie of all time. But, just to go to your question now, sorry, I get really excited, so forgive me. But, what we're really doing is leveraging blockchain technology to give filmmakers, fans, financiers, a voice in the creative process to ensure that more films are getting made, right? Mm-hmm. And, we're backed by a group of really strong filmmakers and producers that have made some really good content over the years. We have an idea of what Hollywood producers and creators want from us. We have an idea what fans want from us, and we have an idea what the blockchain and crypto side wants from us. And so what we've done is we've really kind of worked hard on prioritizing the user experience and creating fair systems, right? So regardless of what your background is, we've created a smart wallet that's really easy to access and it's secure. You can access it with an email. You don't have to worry about the mnemonic phrase or any of those really complicated things that can happen. Once you engage in the platform, fans can earn stars, which can be redeemed for, one-of-a-kind rewards like memorabilia, on-set visits, an autographed script. Maybe you get your artwork hanging up in the back of the major scene. And what we've really done is we've adopted this whole decentralized quadratic voting system where just because you have the stars and the votes doesn't mean you can buy a project or buy the votes. So it really is about including as many people as we can and finding out what they want.
Definitely, and I really like that idea, actually, Gagan, that you mentioned about getting those kind of unique rewards. And I was listening to more backstories by Peter Diamandis about crowdsourcing and crowdfunding different projects, and democratizing access to getting involved in projects and new films at earlier stages and be able to receive those rewards that, in the traditional way of building films, you would never have access to an autographed script or to hang out with the actors and things like that. But because you're lowering the barriers to entry for people to participate at earlier stages, that's like a really unique value proposition. So I really like what you're doing there. Now,
it's really about being involved from that script to screen. The fans are the fans are what make a movie happen, and we should be rewarding them.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Now, can you just talk about how long you've been working on this since inception, and you're leading up to a launch, which I believe is happening very soon here?
Yeah. So we've been working on the project for 2.5 years. There's been a lot that's gone into it. We actually launched a beta last year just to kind of test out some of the bugs and see where we had room for improvement. We launched the platform today. So right now, today, users can log on to our platform, create an account. If you are in the industry, you can upgrade your account to an industry account. You can submit projects for free right now on the platform. And really get a chance to be whitelisted for future access to the STARS tokens for when the platform launches and releases on mainnet, which hopefully is coming up soon as well.
Very cool, very cool. And you mentioned that you were working with a bunch of different production companies and some people that are already in the industry. Maybe you can talk about some of the partners or investors that you already have so far in the project.
Yeah, we there's a couple of different ways to answer that, right? So I'll jump into our film partners first, because we've made sure to build a really strong team around what's kind of required in the space, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're a technology company that really wants to tackle some issues that we see exist in that world right now. So we've created this team of very experienced producers, directors, actors even, to be able to kind of get a better understanding of what they would like. And so the team that we have right now, and not for Mogul, but on their own, they've got something like over 95 feature films that they've made, $425 million in box office revenue. There's been, an Oscar in there, a couple of Emmys, I think, a few Golden Globes. So really strong partnerships with the Hollywood community. And then, we're really excited about our partnership with the blockchain community as well. And we recently just announced a partnership with Chainlink to really be able to bring more transparency and accessibility to film production and financing. And just to jump on that for a second as well, we're really interested in, with the Chainlink network, bringing off-chain movie budget profitability data onto the blockchain, really kind of to enable the disbursement and audited fair market profit sharing data with the financiers and fans in a much more efficient and transparent way.
Definitely. And yeah, that is great to hear, Gagan, that you've partnered with Chainlink. I believe that Chainlink is absolutely necessary, especially in the decentralized finance niche part of the blockchain industry, to be able to have that real world data, in particular, the financing information and other just data surrounding the films, and to have that integrated into the decentralized finance ecosystem so that you can gain access to more information, to have more perfect market for the financing part, at least, and for many other parts, I'm sure, of the film industry. And just to touch on the blockchain part a little bit further, I know you're building out a token ecosystem for Mogul, and it's a dual system as well. Could you elaborate on how you're integrating that? Is there a token economic system within the platform, and does it create a sustainable ecosystem?
Yeah, I'll focus on the STARS token for now, because that's the one that we're really focusing on and pushing out there right now. And our STARS token, it's ERC20, and it's what's required to access the Mogul platform. And it's used to submit film projects. It's used to get projects funded, and it's kind of what enables that quadratic voting system we were chatting about as well, right? Mm-hmm. Think of it as an in-app currency, and that's what you're really using. Again, that's what we're really using to submit those projects. That's what you use to access the exclusive rewards. That's what you get to use to redeem in our marketplace. And that's what we're using for our platform governance and security as well.
Mm-hmm. That's great. And you just launched the platform. So once again, congratulations on that. I know it's been years in the works. 2021 seems like it's a pretty big year for blockchain, and I'm sure you guys have a lot in the works as well. Could you give a hint into what are the next steps now with the launch for the next coming months and quarters?
Yeah, so our mainnet launch is coming up this spring, so it's just around the corner. And it's really at that time that users are going to be eligible to receive stars, which again will be used to vote on which films are going to receive funding. Right now, users can check out the films in the showcase and start kind of voting on them and get engaged in that process. And we also have a number of really exciting partnerships that are in the works in the crypto community and hope to be announcing pretty soon as well.
Very cool. Now, we're nearing the end, but I want to find out, in terms of the long-term success of Mogul, what do you think will be one or some of the key factors in having that mainstream adoption of, a decentralized finance film production platform?
I think that's a really good question. I think it's going to come down to three things, really. I think one is going to be the user experience. When people are logging onto our platform and they're getting engaged in the showcase, how much they're enjoying being a part of the process and how involved they are from script to screen and the rewards that they're getting. I think the second is going to be the team. Like I mentioned earlier, we've got a really good team of people that are in the industry that are going to help us put these projects together. And we're getting some really great projects submitted to us. And I think the third is the projects that get submitted to us. I think, all these three things kind of work together and we get good projects, we get the users involved in them, we make that journey really fun and seamless for them. And then we've got the right teams to get the projects created and out there and get, the ability to reward the fans with seeing what their involvement has created.
Definitely. Well said. Now, on the flip side, this is a big feat to revolutionize the film industry and integrating blockchain in. What kind of challenges and setbacks do you see when you are integrating this technology into the film industry and getting blockchain involved that you're going to have to overcome to get to the mainstream adoption?
Yeah. So we're creating an entirely new system for an industry that presents, a lot of challenges. But we really do believe that there's a great demand for more access and opportunities to be a part of creating content and to be involved in that process. So, we're just excited to continue getting the word out about what we're doing and really helping creators create content.
Definitely. And for the viewers that are looking to maybe participate in the Mogul platform or just join the community and get involved, what's the best way for them to learn more?
Yeah, we would love for them to get involved on our social media channels. Follow us on Twitter at @we_r_mogul. And also, please go to our website, mogulproductions.com, or you can sign up onto the platform right now at my.mogulproductions.com and start getting engaged in the process, taking a look at the movies we have in the showcase, comment on them. We've got the producers and the creators that have put these projects together on the channels as well, and they're very excited to talk about their projects. So get on there, comment on it, and just start getting involved. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun for everyone.
Sounds great. Gagan, I will leave those links in the description box below for the viewers. All the best with Mogul moving forward and the launch of the mainnet, and let's follow up in the near future.
Ashton, again, I really appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much for everything. Big fan. And really, again, just appreciate you taking the time to chat with us today.